look, because the semi-finals are officially set for this season's Champions League. Paris Saint-Germain will play Bayern Munich. What an incredible semi-final there. And Atletico Madrid will host the Arsenal. And the finals all set for Budapest. Who's going to make it there? Gosh, there's so much to discuss. Listen, guys, we've spoken a little bit there to Mikel Arteta about facing Atletico Madrid. Joe, you and I watched them together last night. What on earth is going to happen in that side, do you think?
Yeah, chaos. It'll be chaos. You have to be Martin talking. You have to max them. You have to match them for the skullduggery. And he's just...
Carlo, you were really impressed with some of the adjustments that Bayern made in this match.
Yeah, well, they pressed the football, right? And I know we'll let sleeping dogs lie after this. I know that, Barcelona fans, a lot of them said, oh, but we want to entertain. We want to press. We want to do... Well, we're going to show a couple examples of how you can do that, right? Because we showed the clips earlier in the show of the pressing, but watch this. Press gets broken. Real Madrid are free. Watch the recovery runs. Watch the back line, by the way. Watch the two center backs. House on fire. Look at all the midfielders. They're all back in their shape. They're not stepping past the midfield line. Look at them. They're back in their shape after the pressure gets broken. Watch this one. They go and press the football. I think he dribbles through the press here. Yeah, dribbles through the press. Watch the back line. Look what direction the Bayern players are running in. Look at the two center backs. Look at the midfielder running it. Look at the Upamecano making that play. So this is the point we're trying to make. We're not crazy here, right? And we honestly, we have no agenda. The issue is that from the beginning of time, football is actually a simple game. And it's great to go and press the football. I think it's one of the best things that can happen in football, because if you win the ball, you can go score. And if you don't win the ball, there's this break and this excitement that happens, right? And we've seen some of the best Champions League games now because of this press and play and teams playing on the front foot. And the whole idea behind it is you win it high up the field, you're closer to the goal, you can go score in one pass. But when it gets broken, you still have to defend. Mm-hmm. I don't care if you want to entertain, right? It's not true that, oh yeah, but they had fun. No, here they play for big money, they play for big trophies. Well, what fun? Here is fun when you lift a trophy with the big ears at the end. That's fun. Not fun that you play in a way that you're disregarding the rules that were put in place in football for for hundreds of years or whatever it may be. When the line gets broken, you have to drop. That's how it is. You don't go into a fight and you just throw punches like this. No, you put your hands, you're right. And that's the way football is. And I didn't make the rules. That's just the way it is. And you have to respect it. Bayern do a good job at respecting that.
Bayern, they are the only team now that can win the treble this season. They're still on, obviously, for the Bundesliga. They've got the domestic cup as well. And now the Champions League, their remaining schedule looks like this. It's all got to be focused around the Champions League, hasn't it? Because obviously for the Bundesliga, you would expect them to win it. What do you rate their chance of, Troy? Now you've seen that performance tonight of doing all three.
Ooh.
Chances to win what, though?
The treble.
The treble,
okay.
Yeah. Is your earpiece working?
It's working now, Troy.
Yeah, so just because with PSG, if this performance of Bayern Munich last week, I would have said, oh, they go out and win. The performance today with the way that they were so open at the back, I think coming up against PSG, I think, I'm not sure. But for me, the next game, them versus PSG, is the final. It's the two best teams in the competition. It's the two that play the best style of football. The front three of both teams are arguably the best in world football. Yeah. I think it's going to be an exceptional game. I'll be really confident to give them the double. I'm not sure if they'll get through the Champions League. I still fancy PSG. That's just me personally.
Okay. You fancy
I second
PSG
that. I've always said that. I mean, when we had conversations weeks ago, I said I love Bayern Munich, love the attacking style of football they play. I still question them defensively, and we saw that today. I know these two are going to jump on, obviously, the goalkeeping errors, that plays a part, but still defensively, they look very vulnerable. And I think when I look at PSG's attacking three compared to Real Madrid, they play like a team. They play like a team dynamic. We saw the moves that they did against Liverpool yesterday, the style of play compared to Real Madrid's moments of individual brilliance. That's why I think.
But a lot of people yesterday said Real Madrid have flashes of being the better team in that game.
Yeah.
So
there's little flashes, but you've got to see out for the 90-plus minutes. And I think for me, I look at PSG, and Troy makes a great point. I think it's sad that we have to watch these two teams play each other in the semi-finals. That, for me, are the two best teams where they should be in the final. And it's sad for football that we're going to lose one of them in the semi-final.
The good thing is you get to watch it twice.
Yes,
that's a positive idea.
What about you, Grell? PSG or Bayern?
For me, Bayern playing a little bit at a higher level at the moment, but it's difficult to say because in PSG they get a little bit of a leeway in their league, but so does Bayern. I guess it's difficult. Just to flip back, reverse back to this game for a quick second is, you're watching this game between Bayern Munich and Real Madrid, and you're saying Bayern Munich are the best in the world, and they're playing at an unbelievable level, and you're like, how are Real Madrid still in the game though? Mm-hmm. And it's because they have Mbappe, which could be worth 150 million plus, Güler, maybe 100 million plus, right, potential. Vini, 100 million plus, 125 million plus. So you have a collection of individuals that could turn a game on its head at any moment. And anytime you turn the ball over, Bayern were very brave to press. But anytime the press is broken, these guys are running jailhouse. They're breaking and they're flying down the field. And you have to, a lot of plays were 1v1 and they had to put out fires, right? But you have got $300 million worth of players, maybe more, in 3 players. So that's how they're able to create these individual moments. But that's why I want to go back to what Troy said. Troy, the team, the best team wins. And for me, when you watch football, if you're a coach, if you're somebody in football, you want to see the best team win. If you're a coach and you go talk to your team, what do you preach? Hey, guys, everyone, just give the ball to him? No, you wanted the team to play together and fight together and work together. Bayern do that. PSG certainly do that as well. So for me, it's a fitting that those 2 teams are in the semifinal because they're playing football at a high capacity in the right way, in my opinion.
Did you forget a name?
Who?
You forgot Jude's name? No, he's not. Is that Italian bias or what? You forgot Jude Bellingham's name? Jude made a difference today. From the first leg when he didn't start, he came on.
I actually think Mendy was the best player for Real Madrid, the left back. I thought it was fantastic.
What about obviously the red card that changed things because Camavinga came in, right, and before that it was so end to end, and then the double yellow, he's sent off. Did you feel like that was a real turning point in the game? And by the way, did you think it was a red card, Troy? We'll have a look at it here.
Again. In my day, no. Modern day, yeah, it's 2 yellows. That's the way that the game is now, isn't it? So I do think it was a key turning point in the game. It was end-to-end. I think there was a few moments where Vinícius Júnior could have scored as well. One he misses, where he whiffs it. But, yeah, when you go down to 10 men against the best team, we just saw it with Barcelona yesterday. When they lose a man, it's just so hard to, at this level, to overcome it, isn't it? That's
the point there, Troy, there, at this level. You got to think about what's at stake now. It's Real Madrid, Bayern Munich at home, Real Madrid going man down. Confidence is going to be oozing through the Bayern Munich players to say, right, we're going to get it done. They're going to get way more confident knowing that Real Madrid are man down. They can move that ball quickly, and it goes to what Grella says about how precise and direct they are with their passing. When you're playing at that high level there, it makes a difference when you're playing that top quality team.
Obviously, Arbeloa finds himself in a really interesting position where they're 7 points back of Barcelona. Barcelona look like they're going to go on and win La Liga. Do they stay with Arbeloa, first of all, to the end of the season? Or
Don't let you finish your sentence, no.
Not
Why?
Really?
No. Why?
You have to.
What, based on what?
You might just let him finish out and see out the season. It's a World Cup year. You're gonna see what managers become available. Let's be real, because you've got a World Cup year. You've got some managers already saying now they're leaving at the end of the season. There's no point in getting rid of him now before the season finishes to make a roster. Who's out there now that you would get?
But he doesn't have a future there, basically.
That's the point. Right. So what I'm saying, what I would be doing now, if it was on the board and you're having a chat, I'd be saying, hey, listen, what are we trying to do? What are we trying to grow towards? Because last season it was the players had too much say. Then you bring in Xabi Alonso, we want to make it strict. Then we sack him really quick. Now it's back to the players having too much say. Fundamentally, they're not going to win La Liga. They're not winning the Champions League now. So we need to take a little assessment and go, right, what are we trying to do here? Arbeloa's not going to be there next year. We all agree on that, right? So what are we learning? Having this guy here, what are we learning? Let's start looking at some of the younger players. I'd just bring someone up from the youth squad to just run it and say, right, we're going to play a few younger players here. Let's have a look.
Well, he did come through the system and he's doing it, but from my point is...
But you can't ever go back, though, can you, at that point?
No, I understand that, but my thing is now is who do you bring in? Who is at that level for Real Madrid that they want to bring in now when you've got the rest of the team to finish off? There's no one.
I think it's a struggle for what they want.
So, OK, so then you could implement your plan of, let's bring some more youngsters through, let's play them. You're going to be at the end of the season, and we're going to reassess everything at the end of the season. You've got a World Cup year. You've got managers already saying that they're leaving certain clubs at the end of the season. Now you can make a real informed decision.
Does it not just create more instability, Grella, sacking him before the season ends, before you've got the guy to come in?
I think it's a moot point. I think he's not in the future plans. I don't think he'll be there next year, whether he gets sacked tonight, tomorrow, in a week, 2 months. It doesn't matter. I don't think he's part of the future plans. If I'm, like you say, part of the board, and I look at Real Madrid, it's okay to play in the counterattack. It's okay to play that way. But I think also if you're Real Madrid, you can't live off the counterattack. They've lived off the counterattack a little bit too much in the big moments.
And also, the players that they have, the quality squad that they had, how are they not dominating games?
But like when Modric was there and there's
that's it.
They had a little more control of the game.
They're lacking that midfielder.
And transition is a big part of the game, especially in the modern game. But there's moments also in the game where, well, like Bayern tonight hit on offensive transition many times.
Yeah. You don't see Real Madrid do that. They back off and try to hit you on the counter-attack, which is fine. But also for the quality they have, all the 100 million plus pound players that they have, why are they not in a position to be able to dominate games in the final third?
The only reason why my answer to that question is they don't have that midfielder no more. They don't have that Kroos or Modric type of player. That is what they're lacking. Someone who's a midfield general who will control and dictate the flow of the game, which is why they're being linked with Rodri. That is what's been missing from Real Madrid, and everyone knows it. They don't have that dominant midfield. That's why they've been linked to Rodri, yes. Well,
Rodri.
You be sleeping under a rock?
I wouldn't touch him. He can't move. He looks like he plays
I'm just telling you, that's why he's been linked with him to go to Real Madrid, because they know they're missing that anchor midfield player who control the flow of the game, which goes to a point. You just showed the clips. Yeah. Who does it for Bayern Munich? Kimmich. When Kimmich goes in that midfield, he dictates and controls the play.
That's with the ball. And I agree with that. That's with the ball in that regard, right? But without the ball, no pressure. No one goes after it. No one goes it as a team. And then when you win it, it's like, where's Vinny? Where's Mbappe? Or Mbappe, where's Vinny? So that can't be your game plan. For a team of this quality, a team with this much ability and
in La Liga, it's probably not. But in Champions League, we're talking more.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. But that's what you buy all these players to win Champions League. Real Madrid are known for winning the Champions League.
So the pressing.
Now you're allowed to be critique it based off what we're seeing, and I don't see a team, and I'd always go back to it. A good team will always beat good individuals. Yeah, always.
100%.
Do you think it's because Real Madrid in the past just had so many unsung heroes? Not only Modric, Toni Kroos obviously was such a big part of the midfield, and now it feels like it's all about the individual attackers, even in the midfield as well.
They also had people that knew what it was about before. What's happened now? They've lost their identity a little bit. So you had Marcelo there, you had players that were there before, Toni Kroos, Modric, you just alluded to. They've been there, won it.
Carvajal is the only one that's there now still of that old guard.
And they taught these players what it's like to be at Real Madrid, and they just feel like they've lost that.
Everybody, welcome back. Remember last year, now that we're moving towards the semi-finals, we can kind of think back to last year when we launched our new show, Beckham and Friends.
Yes, loved it.
Yes, we did. And of course, now this season, we're going to have the same come around again. So Beckham and Friends for the second legs of the semi-final and the final. Hey, very warm welcome back. Here we are. We're still here. What an evening. Kate, Thierry, Jamie and Micah, we're going to take you straight out to Peter Schmeichel, who's in Madrid for us. Saw both legs. Munich, thank you. Saw both legs of this incredible game, incredible Champions League quarter-final between Real Madrid and Bayern Munich. That was quite a ticket you had, Peter.
Yeah, I know. I feel quite privileged, I have to be honest. Today was just a bonkers game, wasn't it? It was end-to-end. A lot of quality, I have to say, a lot of quality from all the big players. Also a lot of not so high quality, if I can put it like that. But it all made for an interesting, as I say, completely bonkers game, end-to-end for nearly 20 minutes in the second half. And, you just couldn't take your eyes off it. And I think at the end of the day, I thought Real Madrid, they played a very, very good tactical game today. Their discipline was very, very good. I can't remember having seen them played so disciplined before, but today it wasn't. Obviously, with the sending off, it made a little bit of a difference. That, by the way, what a silly sending off it was. He'd been warned by the referee once after he got a yellow card not to do that, and then he went and did it. But I don't think that was what, changed this game. I mean, Musiala came back. That's why he get the yellow card from. Actually, he wasn't even necessary. There were players back, but have a look at this. He had been told not to do that once. Now he picks the ball up, he picks the ball up. That in itself is a yellow card offence. And, just a silly thing to do. But I don't think that was the difference between the two teams today. I always had a feeling that Bayern would score. They left it late, 89th minute. And then, unfortunately, we have to leave our seats to get down to this area to make sure that we're here if the players come out for interviews. So I haven't seen Oliseh's goal yet, so I have that still to come.
Peter, we can show it to you.
Yeah, well.
Do you want to see it?
Okay, please, absolutely.
Come on,
please.
let's show it to him.
People should have saved it.
Micah.
No, but it was a brilliant. I mean, you might as well talk about TT. At least you've been talking about him all week. How good is that finish, Thierry?
Even more so. But Michael will do things sometimes that are not normal, because there it's 20 seconds to go. If you go to the corner flag, you won. But this guy was like, I know my quality. Ball will go in the back of the net. The ref will blow the whistle, and I can celebrate. And that's exactly what happened. The way he curved that, shift, curve it, top corner. See you later.
Do you know what? When you're here watching it, obviously when the camera's on, it kind of follows him when he has the ball. When you watch him without the ball, even when the ball's the other end, what he is doing for the team is unbelievable. But I tell you this, another player who's doing something really great for the team is this fella here.
How we doing? How we doing?
How good is he? Can you believe that Real Madrid gave you that much time in the box?
Sorry, Peter, now you can go.
Go ahead.
Brilliant, boys.
No, I was just saying that on your goal, I just couldn't believe that you got that much time. You don't give Harry Kane that amount of time in the box.
Yeah, I mean, it's fair play to Upa, because it was a fantastic pass by
was.
Upa. I was kind of just drifting there in a bit of space between the fullback and the centre-back, and I kind of wasn't even expecting the ball to come quick, and I was able to kind of get a good first touch and then kind of use the defender to bend it into that far corner. So, yeah, obviously nice to get on the score sheet again. Much have a 23-man squad to choose from, so we just have to keep that energy high.
Guys?
Yes, Harry, well done once again. I'm gonna ask you a question about Michael. How great is it to play with him? Although I'm not saying you know what I mean. This is your team, but I'm saying how great is it to play with him?
No, Michael's a special player. And by the way, I heard what you was talking about after. I was telling him to run to the corner as well.
I know everybody was.
I've been going, so. But he gave me a free assist in the end, so I'll take it. But no, Michael's great. And I think, you know, sometimes Michael has a persona from the outside. You know, I don't think people really get to know what he's like as a person. He's a great character, a great guy in the change room, works extremely hard in the gym with extra finishing, extra training. And you can see the determination from him to be one of the best in the world. And right now he's definitely up there. So if he keeps putting in performance like he has, you know, throughout the whole season, but especially in these big moments, you know, he's going to be a big player for us for sure.
Well, Harry, let's get back to you. Your 50th goal for Bayern Munich. I think that's 55, including England, already this season. And I've got a little quiz question for you. You are now one of 2 English players who have scored in 5 consecutive UEFA Champions League games. Who's the other? I know him quite well.
Ooh. Stevie G?
Yes, you got it. You need a little bit of help. But listen, you gave it away. Of course. The goals that you've got, I mean, this season, the Bayern Munich team now is just all out attack. I mean, what's it like to play in this team?
Yeah, it's fantastic, to be honest. You know, the way we go about it, with both with and without the ball, you know, the high press, the man-for-man pretty much all over the pitch. We feel like a lot of our goals come from winning the ball back high up, and yeah, that's where we're dangerous. I always feel like at any moment in the game, there's going to be a chance around the corner. I'm going to be there, I'm going to get a sniff, I'm going to get a chance around the box, and, you know, I feel in really good form. So most of them at the moment are going in, which is great. So I'm really enjoying it here. Enjoy the coach, the way we train, the way we set up. You know, everyone's working towards the same goal, and yeah, it's a great club to be in right now.
Harry, at the end of the game today, I just said this before. I sat with a feeling that you were going to score, absolutely going to score. That was kind of how I felt the game was going. Did you have that feeling as well?
Yeah, like I said there, I feel like I'm going to get chances for sure. I mean, sometimes you go through a game and you're not sure how you're going to get a chance, but in this team, you know, with the players around me, with the way we play, I know I'm going to get chances for sure. And yeah, like I said, I back myself in any situation, and again today it was nice to put that one away.
Michael was just passing. I actually felt like dragging him in here. Do you think he would mind?
I'm surprised he's doing any interviews, to be honest.
Harry, I have another one. You mentioned it, and I actually wanted to talk about that. that. In my Barca days, I was always after in a mix zone talking about how quick we were recovering the ball, and people were not giving enough credit to the team. How much do you enjoy now pressing with your team?
Yeah, that's. I'm enjoying it a lot, to be honest. I've not always been in teams that have done this, and like I said, even obviously I've been in good teams where with the ball we can be really dangerous, but I always feel like we're 1 or 2 passes away from getting a chance and getting a goal, to be honest. And the way we have it set up, and you got me there, guys.
It's Michael had too much aura, too much energy.
Michael can't hear us. You need to put these in the.
This is
Does
the
that not work?
worst interview I've ever seen.
I'm really sorry about this, but
Give us a second, everybody at home. We're getting this sorted.
No, you can have that one. Here we go.
Peter, yours works.
He can hear what you're saying now. So, but basically, Michael, the studio's just praised you for your performance today, and then Thierry said you are such a great player and a joy to watch. So, when someone like that says that, what is your first thought?
I mean, I'm happy that. I'm happy he says that.
Look at this guy. Well, we could hear him.
Okay.
Hey, Michael, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Wait, Michael, can you hear me?
What did you say before? It's a bit shy.
What's that?
Can you hear me, Michael?
Okay.
So, you know when you had that ball at the very end, you remember against Argentina in Olympic Games when I nearly killed you all because you didn't go to the corner flag at the end? Tell me why you went to goal. I mean, you were right at the end of the day. Just a simple question. What went through your mind at that moment?
I wanted to score. I was trying to score the whole game. Kept doing the same shot. I wanted to keep going. So, yeah.
Look at him. Well done, anyway.
Yes, congratulations, guys. That's a huge semi-final that you've made your way into. Congratulations. We wish you all the very best for it. We're looking forward to it. Bayern against PSG will be a good one.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, gents.
Hurry, before you go.
Take it.
What? Why would you wait till that? Let's be honest, that was a shambles, wasn't it?
Can Peter get his act together out there? What is he doing? Floundering, scrambling.
We need big beats on the road.
That's why you need me on the road. You know what I mean? I would have organised it. Everything would have been fine. I'll get it sorted. Absolute
To be fair, there were audio issues. The mic wasn't working.
I like the best bit where Peter just walked in the middle of it. You couldn't even see him.
He left.
It was done.
He just left.
He had enough. Okay, why don't we take a break? We'll come back. We'll bring you highlights. We haven't done highlights yet. We'll have,
What was the highlight?
We've got no highlights. It's just low lights from now on.
No, we've got good stuff coming. Stay with us. We'll be back in a second.